Good evening, everybody. Before we get started, let me give a shout out to this lovely pre-stream music we were listening to. I've been listening to it a lot lately. This is Scandinavians Andromeda number 9, which is the video. The music is from Free to Use Music. The track is Andromeda by Scandinavians. I've got the link to both the video you're watching and the musical track for the original source of the music available in the lower left corner of the starting soon screen. You want to grab a screenshot, check it out, help out the artists set this stuff up, because they make cool stuff that's available for people to use that is royalty free, and it is very much appreciated. Let me get that paused. Pause game. I noticed last week Darkside Detective does not like it when you try to mute it. Pain in the butt, in fact. There we are. Darkside Detective. So, before we get started, a little bit of housekeeping, as I always like to do. We are pushing for affiliate, and I have that in the stream description. Sorry. If my voice is a little bit funny tonight, I was working on something today that got me a little bit passionate. I spent an hour or two this afternoon ruminating to myself aloud in my apartment, and I'm a little worried my voice is fried, but we'll see what we can do with tonight. We'll see what we can do. But we are returning to The Darkside Detective, spooky funny story, starring Detective Francis McQueen of the Darkside Division. We solve spooky cases and try and save a town full of people who are really dumb and treat us poorly because we're the good guys or something. Additionally, I am doing an affiliate push right now to try and get affiliate. I have that in the screen description, but mostly what I am short on are viewers. So if you're watching this live, thank you very much. That helps out enormously. And followers, which I am doing a goal up here to try and push for followers to hit affiliate. We have 26 so far. 30 is the goal, but we need 50 total, so we're just doing this one step at a time. But if you're watching it live and you can give me a follow, greatly appreciated. If you're catching the VOD later and you like what you see, just give me a follow too. That really helps out a lot, even if you can't make it to the live. So we're going to jump in. So last time we finished the last of the 6 original cases. We did Dawn of the Dead, and it took us the entire rest of the last stream, last Darkside stream, to finish Buy Hard, the Christmas episode, where we saved Christmas and Santa Claus from Krampus. So that was fun. I had seen the first 6 of these before, including seeing them fairly recently, so I was able to get through those relatively quickly. But the 3 here at the bottom I have not seen before, I know nothing about, and they're probably going to take me a little bit longer. So I anticipate Polterguys and Bates Motel will probably take us the rest of the stream tonight. Hopefully there aren't any more. I'd like to jump to the Darkside Detective sequel game next week if possible, but for now, we're going to work with Polterguys and Bates Motel. Also got tea on hand to try and help me do the funny voices that I've been attempting with this game, but we shall see. The Poltergeist. Oh no. Poltergeist is dinner with Dooley's family. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, we're gonna meet his mom. Oh, she's gonna be wholesome and also very dumb, or also brilliant and wonder why her son is so dumb. Thanks for coming to dinner, Detective. My sister loves meeting my colleagues. Why is there a gnome here? Julie, I've been coming to dinner at your sister's once a month for years. And she loves it. Let's get inside before my tummy revolts. Gnome. Aw, look at this friendless chap. No Malone, eh? We brought him a friend, or we bought him a friend, but it got lost in New York. Times. Why is there no sound out of these? They broke last summer, so I glued them back together. Glued them up real good. Dooley. Patricia's gonna be so happy you made it. It always amuses me that your sister is called Patricia. Why? What, really? You don't think it's odd you're called Patrick and she's Patricia? Yeah, that took me a second too. Nope, it's a good name. My older sister, Patrice, agrees, as does my brother, also Patrice. Also Patrice? How else would we tell them apart from normal Patrice? Did you take the squad car over? I was running late. Sirens are a hungry boy's best friend. God. He's so dumb, but also kind of corrupt and not a good person, but he's our himbo boy. What's going on here? Yeah, Buzz. Turn off the TV if you're playing your Joy Child TM. Electricity doesn't grow on trees. No, Dooley, the TV. What? I just told him it's...
Alive, yes! Alive and angry!
The things kids watch these days, eh? Bless your heart. Bless your stupid himbo heart. Okay. Painting. Interesting piece. Mom painted it. It's called I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Whatever Sis is cooking smells great. You can call me Officer Drooly. God, Buzz. What? Hey, Buzz. You made me lose my high score. I hate you. You guys are such magical creatures, eh, Detective? Going on here? Nothing. Buzz, tell your unky detective what happened. Fine. Mom rented a video to watch after dinner, but I was bored and put it on. And the TV flipped out, so I played my game. Where did you rent this video from? Indian Burial Ground Video Rentals, Inc.? Where's the tape now? I don't know, still in the machine, I guess. Try to eject it? Why would I do that? God. Other than there being a thing in your TV? God, leave me alone, you're ruining my game. Bye. Popcorn. Ruin your appetite with that stuff, Buzz. All the more dinner for you to eat, then. Need to get this kid more snacks. Stat. Daisies? Daisies are my favorite kind of flower. Mine's wholemeal. The kernel needs his fiber. That's vile. Books. Wait, aren't these books? This is a hidden safe. There's nothing inside it. I wouldn't leave anything of worth at a place like that. There's lots of book thieves around in this area. They may steal your valuables by mistake, and then everyone will be upset. Video cassettes. Workout horror flick The Exorcist. Oh god, yes. A story about some vampires realizing the error of their ways, the Found Boys. And the incredibly tame fantasy adventure classic, No Trouble in Little Italy. Time to talk to the TV. What the?
Save me!
What, are you trapped in there? Who are you? I'm just yanking your chain. I don't need saving. In this house, do. What are you? I'm a poltergeist. Professional haunter of places with a preference towards possessing and or moving things. This house is my new home! Why are you here? A team of game developers trapped me in a VHS tape. I don't know why, but these fools freed me! I'm never going back! I want revenge for being trapped like that. An utterly dehumanizing experience! But you're not human. I don't care, I just wanted an excuse to cause trouble. Where have you hidden the remote control? Far away from here and far away from you, fleshy! easy. Want. Mayhem! Slowly taking control of this house, and once I do, I'm going to crush everything and everyone in it! Well, we better get everybody out of here, Dooley. The door's locked. Tick tock, tick tock. I'm going to crush everyone who lives in this block. I need to find a way to exercise this TV and fast. Wait, bye, TV. How polite for a sweet, fat, and fleshed bag. Not on my watch, creep. VCR. We're gonna just eject the tape. Kazap! Mother. I guess I need another way to remove it. Good luck, flesh bag. Plug. I don't think so. Zap, 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 zap. Take that! Okay, so no unplugging. Time to find the surge protectors. Oh, glad you boys could make it. That's ominous. Thanks for inviting us, Patricia. I wore my spandex uniform so I'd have room for seconds. The chocolates. Confiscating those for later? Good plan. Hi, Francis. I hope you brought your appetite with you. I did. Thanks for having me. My pleasure, Francis. Francis, you know I love when you visit. It smells good. Fry it up with some onion and garlic, and anything will smell good. I'm sure it'll be lovely. It'll be better than a steady diet of coffee and donuts, anyways. Garlic is good for chasing off unnatural things. May I have some? Sure, there's some leftovers. It'll leave your hands smelling divine. Garlic. Have you noticed anything unusual since Buzz tried out that tape? I watched it already? That boy. So exhausting. Sorry, Francis. I've been running all over the place getting dinner ready, so I don't think I would have noticed even if the walls were closing in on me. Alright. Talk to you soon. Oven. Careful now, it's piping hot. Pots. I can never see it for a situation where I want to carry a pot around in my jacket. Baked beans, pizza, because the little people in your life are disgusting. That is accurate. That is children in a nutshell. Serial killers. Spot them while they're young. Popular tarts. The breakfast treat of choice for promiscuous children. Ugh. Washing machine. Need some help taking out the washing? Always Buzz is useless when it comes to chores. Thank you, Francis. Fetch. Can I taste? Can I? Patrick Dooley. Learn some patience. I wanted patience. I've become a doctor. Rat. His sister's a darling. I like her already. Spooky Doorway. So, what's going on in there? Oh, Bus must have left the pantry light on. He's forever leaving lights on. Do you think the electricity grows on trees? Not what I'm saying. Did your sister get an extension built onto the house? On Little Buzz's income? Unlikely. There's a remote. They safely get to it. Rubber ducky. Got a pretty judgy expression for a rubber ducky trapped outside of time and space. Wish I could stop, sign. I could. Why is there no actual food in this pantry? Won't reach by itself. Not doing that in Patricia's home. What kind of guest do you think I am? A fall-scented bedsheet. It's not scented, it's just still wet. I agree. Where's the remote? Who knows? Mom probably lost it. Nah, I hit it with my poltergeisty powers. You'll never find it in time to stop me from breaking free. Okay. whatever I have in these couple of rooms. Wait. Throw the garlic? No. It won't reach by itself. But tie it around like the... Nothing to interact. A fridge. Don't eat too much. Dinner will be ready soon. I won't. I just need to borrow these sausages. No more snacking. Honestly, you boys. They won't reach. Even if they did, they'd only make the remote too greasy to pick up. I need something less greasy to use with this. In no situation is this a safe substitute for rope. Improvised rope. Okay, Dooley, hold on to this as tightly as you can. I will never let go, Jack. Don't say that. She did let go. She held on to the promise. Okay, let's discuss this over dinner. Right now, time to grab this remote. Fine. Nothing's happening.
I am invincible!
Yeah, the batteries are dead. God.
Oh, they're good. I'm just all powerful. Don't look for new ones. Just give up and accept your fate.
I need your Joy Child batteries. Make it worth my while and I'll think about it. Happen to respecting your elders. Can't get rich off of respect. Aretha Franklin did okay from it. Fine, I'll bribe the child with candy. Buzz, want some chocolate? Yes. I'll trade you for the batteries from your Joy Child. No way. Okay, more delicious chocolate for Dooley and me. Hooray! Fine, I'll trade. Alright, remote's back up and running.
Get that away from me!
Evil VHS. Ollie, give me back my tape, you monster! You want to crush us all and I'm the monster? Won't stop me, you know. I'm still going to squish you all. Only now I'll make it slow. I can do something to this tape that will help me get rid of that thing. Hopefully we can stink the evil out of this tape. Ritual package. Won't work until the juices have baked it. Oh no. I have to put this in here for a moment so the garlic juices can melt in and cleanse the cassette. And it's ready. Yeah, give me that. Wait, but this doesn't taste right.
Damn you!
Bacon, cabbage, and potato, my favorite. Eat up, everyone. I want my 3 best boys ready for whatever the world throws at them. Thanks, Patricia. Now I need to thank me. We're all family here. Ugh, grown-ups are lame. It's actually a lot faster than I thought it would be. Achievement unlocked. Wise guys. Yeah, that was just like 3 rooms. I thought this was going to take a lot longer. The last map was, I think they literally joked in it that there were 20 floors. Obviously that's Polterguys, but that was a bit short and disappointing. They should have swapped these two. Like, Buy Hard was a much better one. Alright, Bates Motel. It's Dooley's birthday, so I'm taking him to Twin Lakes #1 roadside attraction to celebrate. They're gonna take him to the Busty Bells, whatever the fuck it's called. Alright, Bates Motel. Excited? Boy, am I. This is such a neat way to spend my birthday. I can't believe Chief Scully gave us time off work. I have a lot more sway with the Chief than you might think. You didn't tell her, did you? No, but perk of the job, I told her El Chupacabra was causing trouble out here. Is that a gang? Point is, we're not expected back at the office for a few days. So, let's get there and kick back. Oh no. The fishing place. I can't believe it's taken. Oh, no. I can't believe it's taken us so long to come to Twin Lakes' finest roadside attraction. The finest and only attraction? I'm excited to see what sort of stuff has been fished up from Lake Monster and stored here. And I'm excited to find out why they're taken all the way out here to the desert and not stored near the lake itself. Anyway, let's grab our bags from the car and we can sort out our room at the reception before we go to visit the museum. Vacancy sign. I have us booked in. Didn't want to risk there being no rooms left. And it's Motel Detective. So much neon. So you can't see how crummy this place is. Aw, nowhere my best buddy brings me for my birthday could be crummy. Trash can. Full of old burrito wrappers and half-full energy drink can. That is a potent drink. Lets you see sounds and hear your heartbeat. Heartbeat box. I hope I never have to drink that. Yeah, I know. Odd. Shaman energy drink for a higher plane of thirstistance. What kind of marketing rubbish is thirstistance? I don't know, but I want some. Quad car. Billy, why did you bring a lamp? I'm only here for the night, so I figured I'd pack light. Just in case that and some power. Just that and some power supplements in case I want to work out while we're here. I love you, buddy. Don't ever change. I try not to. That's why I'm wearing my uniform on holidays. I can't believe we're able to get such an exclusive establishment. I think you may want to rein in those expectations, buddy. So, rooms, diner, road. Aircon. I'm glad this place has aircon. It's so warm out in the desert. Yeah, stop taking all my cool air. Your room has its own cool air. Go breathe in there. Raising the temperature level in here. Yeah, I caught that fish myself. You ain't never caught one that big, have ya? No, that's for sure. The desert, a one-stop destination for all your poorly conceived spiritual journeys. What a cooler. That water's not for drinking. Really? What do I look like, a unicorn to you? Of course, really. It's my water. You want water? You go to the diner next door. Mystery door. Hey, wise guys, where do you think you're going? And there is for gold ticket holders. Who's have a golden ticket? No. That ain't for customers. No customers use. Or when I want to fax my mother. Make sure she's fed the cat. Never remembers to feed that damn cat. Every night I come home to it screaming at her, and her screaming at it. Feed the damn cat, ma. Are you using a fax machine for that? Don't want to talk to her. Don't want to talk to you. You watching? None of your business, that's what. Yeah, close the frickin' door. You're letting all the sand in. Why are you here, anyway? We have a room booked. You're the guys. I wonder if you were going to turn up. It's late. We're late. We're in room 2. Thanks. Don't thank me. I didn't clean the place out after the last guest. We're here for the attraction. Then you're in the wrong place, moron. Here is a motel. Should have been able to see from the motel sign out front. Good at detecting for a detective, eh? Attraction is back out on the main road and then follow the sign. You know you're near on account of the localized sandstorm. By sandstorm. What I said, ain't it? Now you think a smart guy like you can handle all that? What was the room number? 2. It was 2. It's not that hard to remember. 2. Hi. You are a charming soul. Too dark to see anything inside room 1? Vending machine. Full of out-of-date shampoo and toothpaste. All the food items are gone. Doesn't look like this is all that well maintained. Much like all non-military services in the country. Look, there's a bag of cheese puffs in that slot. Might as well take it. These things never go off. Cheese puffs. This is us. Let's unlock it and go in. Finally, I feel like we've been walking forever and seeing nothing. Okay, this is us. Let's dump our bags. Steering wheel. I've seen one of these before. It's the AI that controls the ship. Hello, are you there? Must have let its battery run down. Good, I don't want it watching me. Not connected to anything. Guess we're sleeping with the lights on. We have half a phone. But is the phone half empty or half full? Oh my god, Dooley. Dooley! Thank goodness there's aircon. This desert heat would be stifling otherwise. I don't think I could stay indoors without it. Professor. It's like a good place to put our bags. Vibrating bed. One of those 50-cent vibrating finger beds. Hello, gorgeous. Bedside locker. There's a note saying, I owe you one Bible signed Pastor Farrelly. Oh, that's the guy from Dawn of the Dead. Oh, that's okay. That's us settled in. Shall we go see the attraction now? Yeah, finally! You were right, Detective. It was a good place to put the bags. More rooms. There's 3. Oh, there's a swimming pool. Hey, dude. What are you doing out here at this hour? Sunbathing. Nighttime. I don't want to get sunburned. Daytime is when the rays are out hunting. Brings back bad memories. Look at those flies go. Probably drying themselves off after a swim. Utility room. Hey, Dustbuster. Are you gonna finally clean up the donut crumbs out of the car? Billy, you left those crumbs there. Then no, then. Op? It's like a witch's broom for a damper kind of witch. Circuit breaker. Must be where the motel heats its water and rooms. Pool too, I guess. Bucket. Full of highly chlorinated water from the pool. You want to watch that stuff. People say it's good for, or they say it's good for your teeth, but it's really so the sheeple don't rise up against the government. Billy, you're thinking of fluoride, which is not used for mind control. Also, you shouldn't be putting chlorine anywhere near your mouth. It's toxic. Oh, that might explain the horrible taste of my mouth each morning. Just look at that water. Chemical Blue is the name, I think. Go in the other rooms? I assume not. Not us, we're one over. Curtains are pulled. The diner. The sign is painted on. I guess they're open 24/7. Those are my kind of opening hours. Bowie meets Grill. Oh, Boy meets Grill. An age-old love story. Bumtill? Let them blink out for a second. Bumtrill. Behind the diner, too. Hey, rat.
Hey there, little.
Oh, fastway, ain't you? Sent into the kitchen. Standard diner waste. An old abandoned car. Looks like there's a discarded cross wrench in the trunk.
I prefer my wrenches happy. Take it and cheer it up. Imagine a witch jumped out from behind this bin and we both had heart attacks and died.
Right, no more scary movies for you before bed.
Aww. I can't believe we were able to get.
Blah, 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 blah. All right, road. Billboard truck.
The carnival coming to Twin Lakes? What are we doing in this dump? I mean, thanks for the thoughtful birthday trip.
Hotel sign. It's a shame the signs are the fanciest part of this place.
I didn't think it was this much of a walk.
Be good for us. I wonder what's with that haze in the distance. All right, what's going on here?
I think it's part of the attraction.
I don't, Dooley. I don't. It's a sandstorm, but why is it centered on the attraction?
Does this mean
Yes, Dooley. Yes, it's a case.
that it isn't so?
Sandstorm's centered on the attraction entrance. If you want to investigate inside, we'll need to find a way to block it. Information closed down because of the storm. Can't get in while that sandstorm is blocking the way. We need to cut the storm off. I wonder if this could block the wind causing that sandstorm. How do we do that? Oh, desert.
Helmet advance.
Close, buddy. Close.
Look, detective is waving.
Ruff, ruff. For once, I'm glad to see you, Moon. It'll be very dark if we're out here on our own.
Looks like a football.
Just don't kick it. Cheesy Boost? Helps some energy drink. Not sure that's going to achieve anything. Parking lot. You have the keys? Oh, where can I get the keys for that truck out front? Does this here place look to you like a carnival? Sorry? I asked you, does this place look like a carnival? Oh? Why do you think I own a carnival advertising truck? It belongs to some other poor schmuck staying here. Huh. Hey, what about the guy at the pool? You know about this here, blah, 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 blah. He won't talk to me. Knock on the diner. Condiments.
Mustard and ketchup, the two genders.
Julie.
I need some of those to wipe the drool from my mouth.
Hot dog picture.
Like a processed torpedo coming right from my heart. I hope burgers here are as good as they look.
Are they ever? Not in Twin Lakes, honey. The mayor ruled all this food has to be worse than advertised. Keeps the population dissatisfied. Order whatever you want, boys.
Yay!
Remember, the cook only knows how to really only knows how to bake cookies.
Oh, wait, what?
Perfect for carrying meals, hitting muggers on the head, or impromptu games of frisbee. How is it? Rats and mice, you know, proper pastry. Right, of course, it's all that stuff. Of course it is. Hi, boys. Can I fix you up a little something to eat? You the boss here? Surely I am, though it's only me and Floss, and we're closed off season, so it's not that fancy a setup. Keeps my lights on and his workshop running, so... Wait, forget I said anything. Link to the motel? Gracious, no, I don't think Narvin would want to work with others. He's not what you call a people. Why is Narvin a public-facing job? The way I heard it, family business. Mom fished, Pa ran the place. Got stuck with it for some reason or another, but I think he likes the power. I think he wants to get his hands on the real abuse of authority and become police, but yeah. Hey! If they'd given me a shrug animation, this is when I'd use it. Hey, I'll come back now, you hear? Hey, you can go to the kitchen. Food processor. Shiny food blender. Sauces and shakes. And seasonal items such as eggnog. This is it. Scales? I'm an artist, I guess the amounts. And the elves help. I mean, Merry Christmas, Butrat. Feast. Baking burger buns and other stuff rise and expand.
My desire for a burger rising and expanding as we stand here.
Maybe I should hold it there. Can't just take my yeast. I need it for making Christmassy and other more year-long types of cakes. Guess a place like this can never have too many sauces. Jar of maple syrup.
No, I just need a stack of pancakes.
This could work well as makeshift glue. Not a chance if you know what... I know what you're like, young Frella, because I've never met you before. Do you know that outside of America, people don't call this jelly, they call it jam? And jelly is what we call jello.
Here, jam means stuck. But also, there it means stuck as well as jelly. Language is zany.
Yeah, I'd hate to be a non-American trying to capture even a loose glimpse of their culture.
Well, as us Americans are always saying, when in Rome, Monday morning quarterback.
I could not agree more. Hi, Fry Cook. No, I'm not Santa Claus. I'm somebody else. Yes, somebody entirely else. Why are you here, Santa? I'm just a guy with bills to pay, just like you. Eating bills, am I right? Maybe. Alright, bye. Season's greetings! Whatever that might be. Achievement unlocked. Don't I know you?
I think we should check for clues.
Vent seems to be broken. I hope no critters get in here. Me too. We'd have to close down and wait for fumigation if they did. Oven is full of Christmas cookies.
It's my
signature dish. Customer. Alright, shoppers? Shoppers? It's rhyme and slang for coppers. Is it? I don't know. Trying to butter churn it. Learn it. Alright, doesn't sound like it's all going that well. Brings you out here. Trying to promote our roadside lady farnivals, frivolous carnivals. Wait, is that slang or what it's called? I don't know anymore. That's your truck, eh? What? Truck, your rubber duck. Oh yeah, my rubber duck. It's parked out in the indecipherable code. Indecipherable road. What road? Yep. Can I borrow the bee's knees? Oh, if you want the bee's knees, then I want something in return, eh? Oh, now, let me think. Golden Hermit. One for my arsenal to set up in your circus clown. Okay. Sorry, what the fuck do you want? Want my truck keys. I need a permit so my carnival can set up in your town, mate. Oh, right. I understood at that time. Right. I'll have to phone the precinct then. Toodles.
Can we stop what we're doing and order one of everything, please?
Okay, so he has the Rock. I need this for police business. Ah, fine, but you got 30 seconds, I swear. Don't be Mickey. Dispatch? Sally, it's me. I need a... Who's me? Sally, it's Detective McQueen. We work together. We're friends. Well, if we're such good friends, how come you didn't ask how I was first? Ready to business? I can go the business route too, you know. I'm sorry, Sally. That was rude of me. How are you? Busy. Too busy for idle chatter. What's up? Can you ask the chief to sign a permit so a carnival can come to Twin Lakes? No need. I have pre-signed permits here. Consider it done. Permits signed. Signed permits just sitting around. Look, do you want a permit or do you want to ask questions? Permit, please. I'll fax it to you. Here, I thought I'd have to take like the receiver on that and put it on the phone in our room. Okay, there's your stupid permit. Sorry, what was it? Your something hermit? Oh, that's a week-long cruise. Good news. Here are my rubber ducks, bees knees. Trucks keys. I appreciate it, but I have to ask, why are you trying to talk like this? Seems like a lot of hassle. It adds an air of authenticity, doesn't it? Does it though? And key. Hop in, Dooley. Time to block the sandstorm. Okay, truck is blocked enough of the storm to get us near the entrance.
This is exciting. Usually people are struggling to get out of museums.
Fucker's back. Welcome to Trout of this world, Twin Lakes Lake Findings Museum. Hello again? Hello again to you too. Long time no see? You don't remember me, do you? I'm afraid that is where you've caught me out. Please forgive me, as my job as a tourism officer of Twin Lakes. I meet literally tens of people a year. Try though I do, I cannot remember them all. What's the storm about? Now, I often wonder the same thing about storms. And blizzards. Heat waves too. What's it all about? Okay, but what about this one? Ah, Jamie, this one. This is the one that will come. They will ask you about, I told myself. Sadly, I stepped out to go to the bathroom. All I know is that a fisherman came to see the place, and by the time the storm came, he was gone. What did he look like? Yellow hair and a mustache. Fisherman clothes. And clothes that smell like fish. Right, can you tell us about this place? Well, despite numerous warnings, many people go to the lake monster to fish. Go to Lake Monster to fish. Of course, the very real monster has almost certainly eaten all the fish. With probably no fish to catch, people are dredging up old boots, license plates, terrible artifacts of power, and reverse bicycles. In case they're of value, the mayor wanted them all cataloged, and in case they belong to the terrible lake fiend, I, as the head of tourism, store them as far from the lake as I can. If something is found, I drive it over here. Wait, reverse bicycles? Yeah, the frame is made of inflated rubber and the wheels are metal. Local inventor Claudia Rott invented them to reduce bike congestion across the city. Merch? Oh yeah, we sell boots modeled on boots found on the lake. They're very uncomfortable. We also have t-shirts soaked in lake water to give them a unique pungent smell. Hats with our logo on them.
Ooh, a hat! I want a hat! I want a hat!
One hat for the birthday boy, please. Coming right up. Oh my god. Make adventure games again. When you said logo on it, I meant we have built a miniature version of our logo on top, yes.
I love it.
Sign. Museum rules. 1. No licking items, building, or other attendees. 2. Theft of display items. Only okay for supernatural investigations. 3. No lake monsters. Alright, let's dig our way in.
So far, I'm digging this case. Look at it all, the finest things fish from the bottom of Lake Monster. Bowling ball, a teddy bear, and oh look, a knocked over lamp.
Sign speaks for itself, really.
Yeah, there are no cameras on display here. Stay strong, guys. Somebody will fish one up someday.
Bowling ball.
What kind of bait do you think they used to catch this?
Photo.
Wow, a photo of Bigfoot.
Julie, that's the picture I took.
Wait, you've met Bigfoot?
Julie, it's fake.
You introduced me?
Sure. Cup. It says the Holy Grail, genuine article, number 3423 from a limited run of 5,000. Genuine indeed.
Hey, this looks like that camp counselor I met.
That was Nigel. Guys,
Oh yeah. Wait, is it Vincent?
this claims to be Excalibur.
Give me a look. Huh, I can't get it out.
Bird skeleton. Reminds me of the time I picked museum locks with some of these. Hey, teddy bear. This guy is starting to make me nervous. Fish.
Wow, a two-headed fish.
Oh, I can see the stitch lines though.
Two-headed fish that can stitch. More impressive.
License plate. Ominous license plate. Can't swim. Skull. That's a pretty ominous looking skull.
Yeah, but it's off screen, so we shouldn't pay any attention to it.
Visitor. Look at all this stuff. I don't think you're meant to take photos. It says so right here on the side. What are you, the police? Yes, actually. Oh, I just thought your son was dressed up for Halloween. We're the same age. It's the wrong time of the year. Yeah, I guess I'm sorry.
Don't be, I'm very flattered.
Alright, so there's a genie. Strange looking lamp with the lid removed. Boarding. The genie's not in right now. Please leave your wish after the beep.
I wish I didn't have to go back to work after this trip.
This is your real genie's lamp. If so, where's the genie? That stray magic outside might explain. Or that stray magic might explain the sandstorm outside. We should look around. Something that powerful could cause a lot of trouble. We better have a look around for it. Give it unlocked culture club. Oh, this seems like a better place to promote the carnival. 2 birds, 1 stone, all that. Ruff, ruff. Bones? Bones. Oh, do I have to pick the locks on the doors? I don't think we should break into this room. They're fragile and I don't want to break them. Oh, genie!
What a cute couple.
The jawline on this fella. You're the missing genie. Yes, I was minding my own business, trying out some soaked delicates from my lamp's skinny dip in your lake, when this man gives me an unsolicited rubbing. Stuck with him until 3 wishes. There are no extra wishes, nuclear wars off the table, no naughty stuff. I thought I'd escaped this life. I'm stuck with him until he's wished out. Then whoever finds me next gets to go. Wishing no way to break the cycle and get home to my family. Well, running around these days with wishes seem dangerous. Maybe we can get this genie home.
Maybe we can get them home while we are on it.
Said that.
Good. Oh, excuse me. Good. Because, you know, seems like wishes off the streets of TL would be a good thing. I'm surprised you're so against it.
Really, I'm not against it. I suggested it.
Okay, I won't force your arm. I just think it'd be safer for the city if we helped. And nice to get them home.
So you're, gorgeous? Debonair? Swab? I'm going to say blue. Shallow only notice the color of my skin. No, it's just not very common around here. Where I'm from, everyone is blue. Pink faces like you would be odd. I have the decency not to make a thing of it. I'm sorry. Where are you from? From the dreams of ancient men, a place of incompatible delights and sights. You don't know, do you? Nah, I left when I was a kid. How would you get home? I don't know. I've never gotten back. All I know is I've got to be free of this guy's wishes first. Sorry that I can't give you better guidance, but wishes are my realm. Guidance, you need something like a spirit quest. Spirit quest? Yeah, high intensity journey into the wilderness. Intensity? Like, high energy. People usually mix up a powerful concoction to get them in the right mindset. I don't know much more, to be honest. Not my kind of thing, but maybe someone wise can guide you.
Wise, huh? Fine, I'll do what I can, but I'm not promising anything.
If you need to ask me anything, you know where to find me. Decide wherever master here goes. Guten Abend, mein Freund. Good evening. Hello, fella. What a glorious evening. As a child, I'd sit out on evenings like this and think. Think what? I just think, thoughts. Your friend. Oh, this is my good luck charm. My ace in the hole. Third phrase meaning they are good for me to have. With them, I will surely find the best piece of lake junk that's ever been found. Am I sounding Irish? Then I'll be on the cover of Lake Junk Monthly. That will undoubtedly lead to a dazzling array of talk show panels and book signings. Not my books, of course. I've not written books. I'll just sign random books. What could life possibly hold for me? I'll be jaded and weary and travel the world. Next lake to fit. Piece of junk to find. Always hoping to past glories. In the end, my mania will overshadow the original find. I'm solely what I'm known for. So I can hope. That's ominous. Tell you a story. Came here to fish something from your lake and put it in the museum over there. The end of your story? Yeah, like it. Really the point. What are some random likes and dislikes? No reason, none at all. I don't like being hungry or being too warm. I'm allergic to ants. Make me itchy. On the other hand, I enjoy forcing mystical beings into helping me fish junk to a better standard than I'd otherwise achieve. It's been a good conversation. Thanks for having it. Auf Wiedersehen. Hey, circuit breaker. I don't know what I want to turn off here. Alright. Afraid of ants. I know there's some in the desert. I don't think the drink alone is strong enough. I need a way to make it more powerful. Oh, do I have to add like the chlorinated water or something? Need to power up the energy drink. Room 3 I have to break into. Excuse me, can I ask you about spirit? Yeah, we finished our transactions here. I've got no more help to give you, capiche?
Do you know the first reception built in Ohio by Julius Caesar in 932 BC?
Yeah, what history books are you reading, Dooley? Jesus.
Wait, you can read about history?
You know anything about spirit quests? Sorry, my coven doesn't like me talking to people about that kind of stuff. What now? My cousins. Very protective lot. I mean, nice weather we're having, eh? I'm back now, you hear? Alright, Santa. I need an elixir and a remote place to drink it. Think about this elixir. Just mix the hardest hitting stuff you can find. You're good to go, but be careful. It's strong stuff. I will be. Thanks, not Santa. Season's greetings. Whatever that might be. Dumpster diving? Minor waste. If I just give the cheesy puffs to the rat, then it'll down treats, but that's not... It'll be down treats, but not up a rat. Oh, did I plant these in like the kitchen somewhere? Oh, I got... Oh! Gotta get Santa out of the kitchen. The hardest hitting stuff I can find and then privacy. Circus guy. You know anything? Anything you know about merit pests? Nah, but when I want a lemon and a lime, a good time. They usually, what rhymes with bin? Gin, grin, bin, identical twin. Oh yeah, I like that. Identical twin. Alright, I'll give it a try. Very watermelon. See you later, perspective. They're telling me to check the bin. Had this stuff in it. Allergic to being hungry or too warm. I'm allergic to ants. Hungry, warm, and ants. Obviously, I need to get the ants over here. What is Dooley saying here?
I'm glad I got to see this. I missed out on the last boiler room.
Beauty, alright. Like this. Oh. Okay. Burrito wrappers. just gave a rat, then I beat down trees. Up. I feel like this guy's trying to tell me this place is important. Getting a little stumped. Wait. Ladder here. Antenna. Where the motel gets its TV signal.
These lights exist so low flying planes and UFOs don't crash into towers.
Gonna have to do something with this. Okay. You watching? Business, mystery door. It's stumped right now because I gotta do. I feel like the chlorinated water is something I need. I definitely have to clear Santa Claus out of that place. Don't know why. Broken, I hope. Give the rat the. Clone is strong enough. Not strong enough. What if I can just interact with something in the. options limited. I don't think anything combines. Like, I have ideas on what I need to do. These protein supplements. Oh, nice. Super Shake. The amount of fizzing and hissing that caused not get me excited to drink this later on. That's what it was. I didn't get Dooley's stuff from the thing. Mentioned once at the beginning of the game. Drink up. Oh, goodbye normal blood pressure. That's ominous. What the hell? Where did that come from?
What do you mean? It's been there all along.
No, wait. Is this how you see the world all the time? Finally, you're here. We thought you weren't going to make it in time. Time? Yes, you're scheduled in for 15 minutes ago. We're lucky we had a cancellation or we'd not have been able to fit you in tonight. We're on a pretty tight ship. But we have to. Blizzard is littered with people trying to find themselves these days. You ask me, I think unsolicited, unchecked capitalism has left us all in a place where people's identity is based on what value they provide. Advanced technologies leave many of them with nothing to offer. Anyway, shall we get started? We could go into the temple then. Guess we're going to that ominous pyramid in the middle of the desert.
Nothing I want to do more.
Wait, how do I get back from here? I guess we don't. Welcome, Trent. The answer you seek lie within. Answers. Alright, let's try that again. Welcome, travelers. The answer you seek lie within. Then also, then are the answers you'll seek as a follow-up to the aforementioned questions. It's all very confusing. Oh, it's a spirit quest. We just told you what was happening. It'd be more of a spirit consultation. Tread carefully. The torches.
And also, more importantly, who lit them?
Hey, that's what I asked.
I know, I just wanted to say something and I panicked.
Here we go.
The age-old ritual of entering ominous doorways when we both know better.
Fuck. Doorway? Huh? Are we just here?
This must have been a cheap scene to make.
I don't like this.
Do we live here now? They will tell tales of us, the temple police, wandering the halls, doling out punishment to any who anger the many-doored god.
Oh, finally.
Look at this place. Temple of the body. I'm with my people.
Surely they're wolves.
Shut it, two legs. I'm a wolf now.
I'm burning so much energy I can smell my fur singe. Ah, woo!
Nani the fuck?
Less talking, more pumping. Woo!
How are you?
I'm the baddest, maddest, and raddest wolf in the desert. Rockin' Rick Rover, they call me. You can just call me Rockin' Rick Rover, just like everybody else. Woo!
Wearing sunglasses at night.
Rather than pumping iron, cool.
Ooh. Oh my god. What are you doing here?
Where else would I be? The motel? Lame. The diner? Lame. The attraction? Lame. If it can't pump, then it's a dump.
Oh, sorry.
Ah, woo!
Bye.
Smell you later, smooth face. Better stay clear of that, brother. The balance is off. Colorblind bison messed it up and ran away.
Squatting wolf.
Brother, you can do it. Crush that iron.
Also, Nani the fuck.
Hey there, brother. You bench.
Yes?
That's a shame, brother. Bench is bust. Missed that bench, brother.
Are you people?
I'm Randy, brother. Stronger than any hound around. Arm wrestle.
No thank you.
Cause you know I'll win, brother. No shame in a minute. Wolf.
In all fairness, you are a better wolf than I am, yes.
Yeah, brother.
Where is this place?
Here's the desert gym, my brother. Where wolves, coyotes, and bison come to work out and unwind. The rest of those are freeloaders. Haven't come back since Onyx broke the lifting bench.
Broke it.
Yeah, brother. Blue weights on the red side and the red's on the blue. Balance is out of whack.
Let me see if I can fix it for you.
Hell yeah, brother. I tried, but I'm a wolf.
Plus, we're too busy
Shredding these weights. Ooh.
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Ooh.
What are you doing here, Randy?
Working on these fuzzy pistons.
You do anything else?
Brother, if this world offers something other than working on oneself, I do not want to know.
Alright, goodbye.
See you around, brother.
Let's see if we can fix this bench. We need to move the weights across either side. They're heavy, so I can only move them one step at a time. Can't move them backwards, but I can start again if I need to. Okay. And done. Bench is fixed, guys.
Great work, brother. You put your mind to it. You get there in the end.
Great. I'm still not sure why I'm actually here.
Oh, I forgot, brother. I meant to show you the next part of the journey. Whoops. All right, brother. Hold on tight.
Detective, I don't feel so good.
What the fuck? The actual fuck. Tetra-dimensional. What the hell just happened? You see all that, Dooley?
What, the gym wolves and the space baby stuff?
Wait, so it happened?
Yeah, of course. We literally just did it.
You're not weirded out by any of that.
Why would it be? Seems like a perfectly normal smoke and mirrors secret advert to be.
Right, so what do we do now?
I think the ad was pretty clear. If we want to help the genie get home, we need to stamp that lamp with the special space stamps.
Find stamps like that here in the desert. Wait, what's in my pocket?
How did these get here?
Might be best not to think about that too much. I'll get through the.
Agreed, but what are they for?
Weren't you paying attention? With these, we can get the genie posted home once he's wish-free.
That all? That what all that meant? Alright, let's just go steal the genie's lamp, I guess.
You're a poet, you didn't even know it.
Know it, Dooley. Know it.
Know what?
Never mind, let's go. Didn't think we should mess with this again. Let's try to find the genie instead before it causes more trouble.
What are you doing?
Look at the stamps in the lamp.
Yeah, but you're using the blue ones. You need to use the red ones. The ad was clear about the postage amount required.
Was it? Okay, is that better?
Much.
Super! Now let's go waste some wishes. Stamped and ready to go. Now for phase 2, getting the genie back into it. Get audited with harmless stuff. Get to it. Gotta drop something. Golden ticket. Nice. In here, then. What's this? Oh, you think you're a big shot now. Got a golden ticket, you is. And you go, your majesties.
This is exciting. God damn it, Norvin.
Wailing whites leaves your sheets white enough for even the pickiest haunting.
If I have to watch anything, then it will not feel like a holiday.
Urgent. I guess if I don't use it, I can hang my coat up in the room. Either way. We're trapped in a case now.
Hey, I had my dirty clothes in the dark too. As a kid, I used to love these giant bubble machines. Right mix of detergent and kitchen supplies always covered the place with suds. Now my sister makes me use a laundromat. How come these things always seem to eat one sock?
Not sure. That may be a case for a quiet week. Pick the lock to their room. I don't think I should break into their room in front of them. They're not even here. They're inside watching TV. If I can get him to waste a wish if he's hungry, but there's no kitchen to feed. You just turn off the AC. He was saying something about that. This should make one cartoonishly crude trap. Hey, little guy, I have some tasty cheese bits for you.
Hand them over then.
Duly there for the rat.
Can I have them if I dress like a rat?
Right, rat. Vent up there and shut this place down.
Wait, can't we do a police thing to close it?
Well, that's too late.
What's this?
A little rat friend? Well, hola, little guy. Oh, wait, you shouldn't be here. Hey, Sue, what should we do if there's a rat in the kitchen again? Rat? Damn it, Sugar, I told you. Every time you see a rat, we gotta shut up shop for a day. Oh, okay, I guess we're off the clock early then. Damn it! I hope this closure doesn't cost you much. Aw, you're goody for worrying. What am I, a millionaire? I only do this for funsies. My elves to fix it. I mean, I should fix it myself. Time to steal everything.
You think he'd mind me finishing that off?
Alright, maple syrup. Do I do the yeast and the detergent? These two together should give me something powerful. Suds mix. We left these burgers on. Oh. I'll make sure the city gives you a commendation for your work. Of course, you can bring your family to the ceremony. We'll be thrilled to meet them. All that was just to get Santa Claus out of there. Oh, hey. Arnie. Nice night for waiting around in case I needed another puzzle later, wouldn't you say? I mean, Doris Day. Forget it. I'm too tired. Inside watching TV. With the kitchen closed, I just need to find a way to make him hungry.
Seeing food always makes me hungry. Well, it's only sort of true. I'm just always hungry.
The antenna. Fuck with the... Oh, it gets its TV signal. Coat hanger. This should mess with his TV signal. Panels appear to be broken. All I can see is food. Delicious food. I'm hungry now. I think I'll call room service. Hello? I'd like one food, please. Kitchen's closed. Not because of rats or anything. Just closed. What's it to you? Oh, oddly specific. Anyway, I'm hungry. There's nothing I can do about it. Oh, I know. Genie? Yes, master? One food, please. As you wish. Look at all this food, all the bratwurst a boy could eat. One wish down, but if I want him to burn more wishes, I'm going to need to get him out of his room. Time to fry the AC. Okay, aircon cooling down. Let's see if that worked. Boy, is it hot all of a sudden. I came out here to cool off. Join me in the water. It's adequate.
How go my escape plans?
Working on it.
Don't mean to rush you, but I don't want to have to watch him change.
Nice distraction. Cool.
Did you pick a lock before? Just do it again. Easy.
Yeah, well, I'm going to say I had the right tools then, but I had tools. Go. Old bird. Oh, come on. You didn't even let me play the mini game.
Breaking into other people's rooms and going through the stuff? The best birthday ever.
Try to find some clues for things he'd waste wishes.
It's one of those fish that sing. I wonder what song it is.
I'm Saul the Summoning Salmon, here to make conjuring up your favorite extraplanar being fun. To bring forth Mesotoph the Bug Licker, draw ye first a pentagram using blood.
Why'd you turn it off, detective?
Label that says power switch for the Twin Lakes Hospital, do not turn off. I can't be right, but I'm not risking. Dining cart. I think his wish got him a nice meal at least. Hey, phone. A tube of antihistamine for ant bites. Call it antihistamine. Must be allergic to ants. Auto's closed. It's got good taste. It's all expensive designer stuff.
Yeah, nice clothes. Shame if someone thing was to happen to them.
You just wash them again. Yes.
Of where this is going.
Fishing rod? Hey. I think he's hoping to fish something out of the museum worthy on this trip. I might borrow this for a moment.
Might?
I'm taking it. Drawer is full of dead spiders.
Could be worse. They could all be alive.
Not wrong there.
How come he got a TV in his room? No fair.
Remind me to turn these back on later. Have the fishing rod. Oh, I know. Syrup with the fishing rod. Long thin rod covered in honey. Ants. Okay, that's enough ants for my needs. Time to break the washing machine. And we need to leave now, please. Well, that machine's ruined. Huh? What'd you say? Nothing? Nothing? I just need to make sure he needs to use those. Time. It's horrible, but less horrible than world-altering magical wishes.
How bad could a wish be, really?
Well, rumor has it that we used to have summer all around until one guy wished it wasn't so hot all the time.
I think I hate that guy.
Alright, his clothes are ruined with no way to wash them. I've got to get him back into his room to see it and wish it all clean. Out of items right now. I'm back in his room now. Really, someone around here can help me. Lordy, that fella's even bluer and more see-through than me. On it. Adequate. Highly chlorinated water. Boiler? Alright, what about our mystery man here? Hey, how do you get rid of customers who just hang around after closing? There's saying in the business, bag of crows. Take this and throw it at him. Bag of crows, off he goes. Oh. Mystery sack. Oh. That was such a relaxing evening. Well, here goes nothing. Ah! What's happening? Get me out of here! I wish it... As you command. That was an unexpected freebie. What happened out there? We were attacked by birds. I'm starting to hate this place. I just want to put on some pajamas and go to bed. Ah! There are ants in my pants! Hello! Reception! I want to put my clothes in for washing, please. Why do you keep calling to use up services until 5 minutes prior? We're working fine. Is this some elaborate prank? Laundry room not working? What? Of course it is. I'm just using it right now to clean my suds. That's all. And right now, I got to put in a new batch of suds on. What a disaster! I wish my pants had no ants. Is that a legit for real wish? Yes! Yes, it is! And done. And with that, I am free. Sayonara, sucker. Aw, my wishes. So excited to go home. This, a message?
Wish I didn't have to go back to work after this trip.
Aw, why not, guy? You two were good to me. Granted. Well, I'm out of here. Spectral delivery! Oh, that's cute. Well, that's that taken care of. Ready to go check out the attraction properly now, Dooley? Dooley? Dooley, where did you go, Dooley? Dooley? Dooley! Oh no, he's in the dark side!
Something seems... What's a word for not right? Oh no.
To be continued. All bottled up. No. Oh, they leave us on a cliffhanger. That's lame. Okay. I guess we're jumping to a fumble in the dark tonight because, yeah, I'm not leaving Dooley in a hell dimension. But yeah, that's the first Darkside Detective. I changed the category. So let's close this out. Now, while we're doing this, I'm going to take a quick break while I get the other game up and running. But I'll be back in just a few minutes. I'm going to get a snack and going to get the game running. So be back in a few, folks. Okay, everyone, I am back. So let me get a Fumble in the Dark up. I admittedly was expecting to play this. Yeah, that came right up. Oh, that's loud. Fumble in the Dark, starring Detective Prestream. Oh, that's so sad. All right, let's see. Wait, that do that, and I'm basically trying to base this on my levels at the bottom. I think I'm talking a little louder. Wait, Narc mode on, niche mode activated, on, but we're telling you it's off. Definitely off this time. Teehee. Look, those targeted adverts are a coincidence. Turn it off. Just enter your bank pin. Shadow detected. Audio mode normal. Slightly better than normal. Slightly worse than normal. Music will be piping into your soul cavity. We'll hide in your room and hum music in your ears. Missing. Presumed Darkside. They have the ghosts of Christmas past. One flew into the cuckoo's nest. And then a bunch of them. So yeah, we got 9 here. Nice. Case summary. I gotta find Dooley. Previously on Darkside Detective, it's been 1 year since my partner, Officer Dooley, went missing from the hotel. Dooley? Dooley? I have an idea where he ended up. Oh no. I've been chasing up on old leads. Portal here is still locked down. Dooley! Where are you? Started chasing new leads too. Bashful Bells, Banshee's Banishment Bar Room. Have you seen this man? Sorry, it's hard to see anything through all this smoke. Are you in there, Dooley? I've run out of official avenues to pursue, so I've taken some time off to search on my own. I'm asking for your help. Maybe you've seen something that will help me find my friend. Maybe you have a strange glow in your backyard. Maybe there's an odd energy in your workplace. Maybe there's food that's going missing from your fridge. Anything at all, reach out to me via the station. Please, I need your help, Twin Lakes. That's some heartfelt pleading. And now on TLTV, we have a squirrel who can count. Get up. Hey. And now on Dick Brickman's Morning Glory, a squirrel who's just nuts about numbers. Alraxa. How was it? Went well. Come on, let's go. I heard hear about Dooley. I'll edit some really sad music over the piece. Pull on the heartstring. I'll have cranks calling you about all sorts of weird stuff in no time. Very much a mixed blessing. I know you're lonely, but hands off, cowboy. This is a Mac, not a duster. Nah, I'm not saying you're dressed like a cowboy. I'm just calling you like a clown or fool, only nicer. And for now, I've explained it. Not so nice. Oh well. Anyway, keep those gunslinging hands to yourself. Again, not a cowboy. I know. Pop. Burn. Couldn't decide if morning glory looked better with or without a bush. So do I just? Poor wee guy is pointing at his mouth and rubbing his belly. Is he miming? Leon says. I don't understand. What number is that? Who? What am I doing here? You're on Dick Brickman's Morning Glory, Twin Lakes premiere, and only, live morning talk show. The weirdest first date I've ever been on. Who's she dating? What? Date? You brought us your mathematical squirrel twist to highlight his numerical skills on almost more or less live TV. I met this squirrel through classified ads. I thought he was a person. Who cares? You can't fire me! I can and I have! Roy Jones, hey! If you were such a good psychic, you'd have known whether or not to come to work today. Get out of here! Sign. Do you think this is made out of real stardust? No, that's unlikely, right? Thinking it. Empty can of paint. But they're freshening up this room. It's empty, in case of fire burn. The list of the network shows. No news is good news, the news-free news show. Weather, where they discuss what weather is, but don't forecast it. And the economical no prize lotto. Are you gonna? I guess I should. Detective, there you are. Oh? Wondering how I knew your name? That's not my name. I said job. I was just on the show because I am Madame Lemeg, Lake's finest psychic. A skeptic, I see. Try this on for size. I know you're searching for somebody, for your partner, Peter Donnelly. His name is Patrick Dooley. That's what I said. And again, I was just on the show. Fine, I saw your plea on TV in my boss's office, but I am psychic and I can help. I know a place that lets people contact the other side. Not dead. No, the other side. Okay, what is this place? I can't tell you. I have to bring you. Let's go then. Can't. Why not? Can't, not yet. Stuff's still locked up inside the storage room. Okay, let's get it and go then. I left my key in the dressing room. I can't go in there. My replacement is here already. Embarrassing. Alright, I'll tell you what. You go get my stuff. I'll meet you out by your... Hold on. Big vision. I'm seeing a police car. Well, obvious I'm a police officer. Super, see you there. With my bag. Ciao. Oh, I thought we were meeting outside. Mystic. Oh my God. A month ago when you spoke, we said, it's a different person, detective. Oh, that crystal is melite. It helps people with a sense of fashion. Actually, you should take it. Centerpiece of my psychic's arsenal. Sure, people want their cars ripped, but they want to see a crystal ball. That must be the lockbox key that Meg mentioned. Hands off, that's employees only. Post with fans? That's me and my ball heads at last year's PsyCon. I signed so many balls that day. Aren't they divine? My fans, the ball heads, they'd kill for me. I even had a vision of one doing so once. Can I get this person's name and address, please? Write to me for advice, my fans. I don't reply, of course. I work for free. Didgeridoo? Oh, look. A didgeridoo don't mind if I do. That's just some flattened out aluminum foil. Public access isn't at the budget for Elmere. You can see all my pores, crow's feet, and stress wrinkles. Perfect clarity. We're all sad lamps too, so I don't even feel bad seeing all that. Flowers from the station manager to welcome me to the new job. Welcome new employee. Personal touch I appreciate. What a colorful range of makeup. Sadly, I share this room with anyone going on TV from presenters to clowns. I know, they should treat a star like me with real respect. Go away, no stars here. I've downsized the staff to one room so I could have an ensuite. Something with that plant. It's on, I can't enter. Stage. Pin. Lock. Black says this is the time. This is the time in 10 minutes. 15 minutes from now. 25 minutes time. This is meant to be a list of people who work here, but it's just gibberish. Yeah, the station manager doesn't like fans reaching out to him. He believes that they perform better when they're attention starved. But you're new. Yeah, the last guy got possessed. Really worked out for him, though. This has gotten him promoted to regional manager. Who do I get to sign for this delivery? I'd rather give you my number than my signature. That's no use. I need a... Oh, wait. That was a flirt, wasn't it? It was. Oh, how novel. Tee-hee. Plant is called the Wilting Tony. That's the drooping Woolabreach. What's so much about plants? Private reason. Our park? The Blood Wolves! What are you doing here? We saw you on TV. We're here to help. How did it go? Well, it certainly went. I can say that much. Who's the lady in the car? You kidnapping her? For interrogation? Can I waterboard her? She's a psychic. She says she can help find Duelia. I just have to get some stuff for her. Can I still waterboard her? Of all its glory, and now it's just the motto. Mom and Dodd said I'm no... Sorry, Dodd? You mean Dad? I prefer the consistency of Mom and Dodd. They wanted to know if you have police clearance for minding kids, and also if you have insurance for minding kids, and also what courses have you done for minding kids. To ring them or something? No, they're over there because they didn't want to leave me unattended by them. Also, what's an incompetent? Is that your police rank? Armelia? Sorry to drag you away from whatever fun teenager thing you were doing. It's mostly brooding these days, which upside is an easy hobby to bring anywhere. Like what you did in the car, but if you wanted it bashed up professionally, you only had to ask. That's a kid jumping on this car. You picked the wrong cop to help. Jumping is helping, lady. Station. Goldeny brownish stone, honey stone. I accidentally took a geology course instead of geomancy last semester. Get white. Don't recall what I was trying to do. The stars here I don't see now. Emily, want a rock? A didgeridoo. He's right there, sitting in the car, just carrying on if that's normal, barely ignoring the kid jumping on the roof, which would have made getting in really difficult. It'd be someday indeed. I have 3-2. Sign here? Sure, enjoy your delivery. Box. Mystique? There's an interesting clinking inside of it, but it's taped up too tightly to check its components. Lock is more soft and sharp. I need to find something else to... A federal offense to open somebody else's mail. Just as well you don't work for the FBI then, right? Leave glass bowls. Fish bowl. Oh, these look like just what my fans wear. Well, I think you were fans yourselves if you weren't so old. Not old, so very old. I'm younger than you. Sorry, I can't hear you. I can't hear your ancient and broken old people's voices. I'm surprised dust just didn't shoot out as you spoke. Oh, the kids. Blood Wolves, assemble! Right here. Good. Who wants to earn their espionage badge? All of us, obviously. I need you to put these on your heads, go in there and pretend to be a type of fan called a ball head to lure out their new psychic. Insist on seeing her, say you want autographs or something, just get her there and don't let her leave. You understand? Probably? We're here to see the queen or something. Cures bald heads. No, guys, we're bald heads. We're Mystique's fans. Can we see her, please? We want her to sign our stupid heads. 100% no, not gonna happen. My fans! I adore my fans! But she didn't see this coming. Crystal ball, I can see something. It says, hands off. What's the didgeridoo in the rock for? I have her key, but I don't know. I'm King Ballhead. Bring the witch before me. Off with her head. What's the mostest boxes you've delivered in one day? And also, how many boxes can you carry at once? And also, what size boxes are we talking about in my previous question? Help? A ballhead, yes siree. Give me some of those sweet, vague future predictions. I'm here for whatever Nostra dumbass has to say. I see you've got your teenage sarcasm badge. Thanks, it was hard work, but it was totally worth it. Lockbox in the station's storage. Oh. Knock knock, nobody's in there. What I was trying to do. Oh, sorry. This looks like it's a storage room, but I can't get by Marv. If I get past, this is it, Marv. Your chance to get that perfect shot. I just need to get into the shot that shows those Hollywood big shots that you're the man. Call for any squirrel-related blockbusters. Uptown Squirrel, Gone Squirrel, the squirrel with the dragon tattoo, Mean Squirrels. I would go on, but I'm talking to myself, and I should be focusing on the shot. I'll just give my moment to wrap things up here. Damn it, Squirrel! Do your thing! How am I supposed to get that gold shot if you won't do your thing? I guess if I want to get into that storage room, I'm gonna have to help that squirrel. Is this what a normal day is like for you? Yeah, pretty much. Sweet guy is pointing at his mouth and rubbing his belly. What's 4 plus 5, little fella? 3 minus 1? What's 7? Just tap your foot 7 times. Food anywhere. You're awfully close, little guy. The closer we are, the less distance my questions have to travel, the more I can ask. Guaranteed science. I should leave. Please go away. I do not have a lot of mojo, and you are overshadowing the little I put into play here. My fans, my adoring fans, what a lovely surprise. I'd be surprised at Psychic, eh? Maybe what a lovely surprise for you that I could make it in time to see you. It was easy to do as I knew it was happening. Bag of nuts! Go, buddy. Nuts. Get on stage, you had your 15 minutes of fame. Where do you get these nuts to the squirrel? The nut fits perfectly. Might not be able to play this thing, but I sure can use it like an oversized blowgun. Nut cannon! Here goes nuttin'. Reluctantly eats nut. So, what's 8 minus 3? Oh, it is 5. Correct. Did you get that, Marv? I got it! About time. That's it for us today, then, folks. This has been Dick Brickman's Morning Glory, getting you up to start your day. And we're wrapped. Let's clear the stage. We're halfway to a real interview show with this. Not here to stop me from touching you now, are you, Marv? What are you doing to that innocent camera? Nothing. Camera, there's another camera here if you want to touch it. No thanks, I've had my fun. Sure? I'm mostly sure. Medium case for transporting mediums and other mystics. Small case, the label says solvable in 20 or so minutes. Obituaries, death notices for the magically inclined. Obituaries, technological death notices. Glitchuaries, that's what it is. Rest in peace, Walkmans and Laserdiscs. Says Lemeg Stup hands off, the box is locked. Large case for smuggling interview victims. What's in here? A bag. All she wants. Madame Lemeg's emergency bag. break the camera? Oh wait, no stars here. Downsize the staff. Where'd Dick Brickman go? Here you go. Okay, super. Now let's get out of here. Quickly! They left the blood wolves. Where are we going? Look, I know you think this all supernatural kind of stuff is nonsense. And some of it is. Some of it's presentation, showmanship. Twin Lakes is special. I know you won't believe me, but there's other stuff going on here. McQueen and Roxa at the same time. Anywhere, there's a place that some of us know. Let's just harness this power to talk to people on the other side. And this place can help me get Dooley back. All I can do is help you find him. You have to bring him back by yourself. And I can do that. I just need to know where he is first. This is it. The switchboard. Didn't have as many demolition in progress signs last time I was here. Oh, that's not good. That is infinitely not good. We're going to die. That doesn't bode well. Office is locked. This is the place. I hope these guys haven't torn it apart. I mean, I'm seeing they maybe haven't. I'm loving the haunted vibes off this place. I'm definitely bringing some classmates here for an ill-fated game of truth or dare. How much here? Just police tape. Tape. Signed. There's a note from the city saying, due to advancements in technology, we'll no longer need to speak to one another. Window. Hey, it's Therese. You shouldn't be here. Three of you and not a hard hat in sight. What would you do if a girder fell on your head right now? You'd sue the city, that's what. You think Twin Lakes can afford a lawsuit? Can't even afford lawyers. You should see the clowns in the legal department. So, destroying this place? Oh yeah, coming down today. Crash bang into the earth in a terrible, destructive fashion. Don't mind saying, it's gonna look pretty damn cool. This place doesn't look like it's gonna be standing for too much longer. I don't think we need to worry about whether or not the power's been flipped off or not. But you're not authorized to be here. You're a walking safety hazard. I can see a lot of wandering in the city in your future, so I'm just gonna wait here and make sure they don't tear this place down until you're done. How long is this quest? This place is pretty funky. Like a very trendy apartment. Why are you demolishing it? Obsolete technology, I guess. Word came from up on high to tear it down, so we're tearing it down. Actually, I saw the glitch rate for this earlier. Oh, hands off. You're not authorized to touch this stuff. Let me clear this place out if I want to examine the switch. Ooh. Hey! An eye for detail. What was that? What? Receiving dish scoops up all the noise in the area and parses it into calls and secret messages. Broadcasting antenna blinks signals in Morse code. Science person, I can attest to the correctness of this technology. Oi! You can't have me tools. You need them for work. Are you talking to a ghost, Gary? Huh! Ghost! Pull to other one. Ghost this guy, huh? Man at work. Use it to wrap last minute presents. Oh, all the time. Not well received. Down. Crossing. Did you see that? That was definite ghost activity. Strange energy up here. break the window. Or by the power invested in me, I declare this site off limits. I franchise Inc. Spookters to solve mysteries my way. All this abuse of police power makes me think it'd go a whole lot easier if I just joined the forces. Everybody out! Guess it's time for tea. I'll get the kettle on. Mug of tea. It's so strong it stains some of the boromine rings onto the table. That's nothing. Gary once stained a Sephiroth into some architectural plans and summoned an angel. Have you ever tried to get a safety hat on an angel? They're all eyes and wings and spinning rings. That don't come in those sizes. The old water steamer. I'd offer you a cup of coffee, but I just made tea. You also can't have. Sorry, City Council only budgeted for 1 mug per site. Pictures my kids drew of me. I stick them up around the place, but that would be a fire hazard, so I keep them in this neat pile. List of health and safety violations you've committed since you got here. I'd offer you a seat, but we don't have enough. Gary has to sit on my lap on rainy days. Where we keep our bricks. Where the mortar's kept. I like it, it's cozy. Was that Gale, the ghost from the library? Good to see you again, detective. What's the crime to got place all closed up for? The death of telecommunications. See? We both got tickets to keep. Bunch of tools and oh, what's this? Sketchy address. Basically a written address down at here. So I wonder what this connects with. This is the device, but they seem to have torn it apart. Wires are gone. They'll need to make a connection between this world and that. There should be a Darkside phone book, so we know who to call. Without a transceiver, you've got no way to send or receive messages. Without all the missing pieces, there's no way to reach your friend. Where are they? Look, you're pushing your luck, mate. Go do some detectiving, yeah? Lee was here. You want to know if there was anything edible in this? Nope. Need wires, phone book, transceiver. Private employees only. Is that where you hide your secret plans? What? No, we climb in there for private time. Even less in here now. Alright, going all over this. Oh, yeah. Hey, that's where they get the dry cleaning done. I don't know myself, but Gary had to drop something off there the other day. It would help if I knew what address linked with first. I see you've already stripped some of the materials from here. We need to trace that stuff for the investigation. Do you have a record of where it went? Sure, I have a manifesto of what's taken and where we sent it to. Book was sent to an auction house for resale. The wires have been scrapped. Transceiver's listing has been scratched out. I wonder where it went. Wonder if the item scratched off manifest can be found at this mysterious address. No one way to find out. Let's mark it on the map. Oh, Jesus. Where to begin the search? Junkyard. Where the and then dogs is scratched out and they've written in animals. Got a good feeling about that. How welcoming. Oh god damn it, it's gremlins. Oh no, long coat back again. Too smelly in pockets. No like. They were locked away. These gremlins, like for real, as in they break everything they touch? Yeah, that's them. Julie and I locked them away safely in a magic urn at the station, though. How they got here? Familiar looking box? Box is labeled Darkside trash. It's my stuff. McCain must have thrown our case files out when the division was closed down. Probably explains how the gremlins got here. Bet one matching pair of socks that this one will help find its way to my local laundrette inside of the next 7 days. What's a pair of matching socks? All my socks match. If I end up with stray socks, it goes into the naughty bag. Matching socks are like the front cereal packet. The serving suggestion. I hope we find Dooley soon. This partnership is never going to work out. Hey! Cop car? What happened to that? Old fridge. Smell food. Pull it out. They're hungry. A family of raccoons in here and they do not seem happy to see us. I tried to get a ghost out of a truck once. Turned out it was just pigeons. They were ghost pigeons, but still, not that exciting. I wonder if I can get that fetter or a horse's ghost to this. I wonder if I can fetter a horse's ghost to this and get it running again. We'll tube a solvent. Starting to spoil food. Stupid lady, only give good food. Want junk food. What good junkyard with no junk food? Me like noise machine. Family wagon. We had one of these when I was a kid. I should not have been driving so. Pull, buzz, no feel fingers no more. Still breaking every machine you touch, I see. They're hungry. Gramps, go away, sticky finger. Gramps, no go in pants again. Would it help if I say he was unconscious at the time? Oh, to machinery, there's a lot. Look, there are the wires! Oh no, they're gonna get crushed. We need to stop this machine. Locked. Employees only. Can't reach for the fence. The find a way to break the crusher before it flattens the wires. How are we gonna break something that size? I don't know, but this is a junker. There's gotta be something around we can use. Broken bit of pillar. Excuse me. Sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of these pistons repressurizing for the next crush. And we don't have much time. We need to get this machine offline fast. Obviously, the gremlins would be able to help us, but conveyor belt. I can't see a way to get the other side of the fence. Break the crusher. We're gonna break something that size. I don't know, but this is junker. There's gotta be something around here. A magnet. We need to find a needle in a haystack. I know where to bring the haystack. Portable haystack? Come on, it can't be a weird concept than gremlins or portals. Spooky otherworld. I can get the magnet to do. Yeet. Solvent. Oxygen. The makes finest purveyor of gone-off food. Is that a thing people want? Full auction houses like old things. Why not old food? I serve gourmet food sourced locally from the bins of Twin Lakes' finest restaurants at a fraction of the price. Here, try some stale pizza crust on the house. Looking at this makes you feel like you're in another dimension. Levels, they're so round, so many dimensions. Sure. So how much for this Fabergé acorn? See, wow, the coloring, the fine detail, the... Wait a second, it's a fake! Got the wrong number of scales painted on the capsule. Oh, I can fix that, not a problem. I'll just add a few more. There are already too many! Yes, of course, remove a few, I hear you. But I know it's a fake now. I'm not buying a fake, even if it looks good. Lady, you killing me here. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Very fair. Can't buy from me. I got you. Now my Gwen, identical all the ways, bar that he's got a fake a real mustache. Can you buy it from him? Please leave. What a rubbish into the trash with this. just gonna trash that. I might as well take it. You always take stuff from trash? Oh yeah, most of it's not even useful. I have a lot of broken light bulbs, chewed gum, and old receipts in here. I'm banned from all the good dry cleaning. Touching. What rich people spend their money on, thinking of all the healthcare that could be bought with this money. You can't put universal healthcare on a pliff in your foyer and use it to make your rich friends feel lesser, young lady. Sawn from a stone in England. Explains the missing tip. World's first ever trophy awarded to the artist for trophy making. Claims to be the horned skull of an imp. Painting looks like us, but in some green, foggy place. I wouldn't stare at that for too long. It sure is a painting. It sure is. Whatever it's meant to be, it sure looks like. Apply to face for possession. Never noticed it before, but you look a bit like Caesar. Too, Raxa? This soul jar contains 7 souls, one of which is very good, 2 are very bad. I think some people will try to sell us as if we're some kind of pawn shop. Some guy tried to sell me a homemade clay urn with strange markings. Damn it, McKing. Then they tried to give us a slimy computer saying it belonged to a lake monster. Damn it, Dooley. And another tried to sell us a bald cap and fungal beard saying it was from another dimension. Damn it, me. No, the morning lady's beautiful. Not as beautiful as the items in today's auction. Pick the book we need. It has the using scribbles of a Darkside artifact. There's no way I can just take the thing with all this security. I guess I need to find something to swap it with. Even a few pages would be. Fitting room. Yogg the Thothbees? Podium, auctioneer's podium. That's probably the only place I can get my actual hands on pages from the book. We have something to replace them with. That's where we could do the switch. This chair is worth more than my entire apartment. It'd be great to play games on. Think of how crisp our pixels would look on something this size. Hey, is this being auctioned today? No, that's part of the normal setup here. Not for sale. That's a shame. You just lost out on seeing me underbid and getting outpriced almost immediately. Add another one. Look, the auction's not happening until the auctioneer is back. Back from where? I don't know. I think he went out to one of the piers to get cookies or something equally rubbish and responsible. Hey, auctioneer's only back there. No hammer, no enter. Alright, so I got food for the gremlins. Ew, pizza. Oh. They should lure the gremlins out here. Now to figure out a way to grab those wires. Not so fast! That's cheating. Give those back. Nuh-uh. I'm sick of these boys breaking my stuff. You want those wires? You'll need me to find something stronger tech to power all this. Still looks functional. How do we save it? I'm not talking to you until you have what I want. Something sturdy to replace what got broke here. Yum yum pig's bum. Big machine tastes like metal. Broken now, I need to find some sturdy tech to repair this with, so she'll release the wires. No, I want to talk to Spike. Hee belt no match for Spike. Do gremlins have their shots? The old one might have tetanus now. If not, broken console. Junior was playing with a Joy Child. It only seems like the screen is broken. Only sound coming from it now. Old fridge. It's safer if less exciting. Seems so. I don't find a use for it. I'm taking it as a shower room. Going to remove the extra scales that Pete drew on this. Real fake Fabergé acorn. Okay. Go to the auction house now. Tier 13. Let's see why somebody would have a hidden address for this place. Probably to do with the secret black market that's here. But what now? Now this little monkey man would love a new home, don't you think? When his kind evolve and take over the planet, you'll be glad to have one of them on your side. Pair of lovebirds, all the joy of seeing two birds programmed to be in love, none of the pesky emotions or cleanup. One of the very cutting-edge pieces of tech we sell. Take a look at that. It's on special offer today. What's the offer? It's a you scratch my back and I scratch yours kind of thing. On? Well, I can see you're wearing an LTTV visitor's badge, and I saw you on TV earlier advertising something sad. Anyway, I want some TV time like that for my business. I recorded an advert. Use your media connections to get this aired. The unspecified foreign tech is yours. You? Good. Whereabouts on the back do you want scratched? I need the lower back done, please. It's been annoying me for ages and my arm just can't reach. Yes. Buy mostly working TV? No. Wait, hold on now, detective. In what way is it mostly working? Everything works except for the power switch. How much? If wheel, touch that, you'll turn the entire pier off course. Hey, Vince. Now you know me, Vince. I'm the last regular human person to have an opinion or agenda. We just jumbo jet. Heck, where would I even get one of those things? At the perfectly normal human college I went to? No, that's not the kind of be human thing I am. But animals should be left to roam freely, don't you think? Free to wander the streets for hungry bears to eat. Why, that's the natural order of things. Small, juicy animals at the bottom of normal, two-legged, two-armed, furless people like us. In the middle, a majestic bear at the top eating whatever they want. Carefree with no fear of retribution. What about humans like you and me, you cry? Our tedious, not bare life is empty, save for my tasty little pal to keep me company. Hey! And that, Vince, is where my animal robots come in, programmed with all the love and affection you could want, without the bad behavior, toilet manners, or inaccessibility to hungry bears. It's a win-win-win situation, really. Ring. Painted metal hoop. Probably not entirely fit for purpose. Poor Sequel looks angry. Oh, no. What can I do for you? Need a robotic roommate, a mechanical mate, or a cybernetic hunting hound? The cash card check, meat, berries, honey in all forms, and porridge, only if the temperature is just right. An egg. Or not an egg. Corn. Can you fix this? Looks like the discombobulator has been shaken loose. I just have to reattach it like this, and here you go. How much for the repair? Yeah, it's free to an old-timer like you. I like to do charity work for the elderly, you know. When it's my time to join the ranks, they vote me in. Put you in? Hey, you hit retirement age, either they accept you or you're Logan's Rund. Anyway, put in a good word for me, okay? Not that. Never mind. Welcome to Mark's IT for all your not too hard to fix IT jobs. Black Market Speakeasy Steakhouse is out back. What was that last bit? Nothing. Just my pleurisy acting it. Black Market? Excuse me, this is the secret black market. That depends on whether or not you know the password. Password? Oh, you know it. Welcome. Go in and enjoy yourself. And remember, no cops. It's the law. This is a detective. The Twin Lakes Black Market. What am I gonna wish for? Lots of money? Eternal youth? World peace? That all sounds good, but I think I just want a giant trifle. Huge. Big enough to swim in. I hope this isn't a giant marshmallow man kind of thing. Make a wish? I wish I was the wish giver. It's fortune cookies. Mr. Wang! The fortune cookie market is saturated. I'm making a niche for myself. Cookie jar. Let's see. This cookie contains no fortune. That's it. That's your misfortune. Hanging pieces. All this rubbish. Oh, bits and bobs. Magical stuff. You wouldn't understand. You don't know, do you? Nope. Not sure if what any of it does, frankly. I buy it cheap in bulk and sell it at a massive markup here. Capitalism, the only legal form of robbery. Hey, transceiver. Did you pay for it? Also give it to me. No, the police don't have any power here. The black market is, like, neutral territory. That is most certainly not true. Pretty sure it is. Also, McKing's here. This is neutral territory, but neutral in the sense that it's pro me and anti you. Buy a gold-plated cat. Don't touch that for perfectly safe reasons. Clairvoyant. Quiet your fleshy word hole. Zoltar is about to dispense some powerful wisdom. Your lucky number is Tractor. It is also your PIN number. Shh. Those banned books. I'm selling them illegal. That's a law. Fun in the coven. What to expect when you're wish-specting. Workplace. A culture. Turn your cabal into a summoning safe space. And the book of unsympathetic magic. You did this to yourself. You sound pretty suspect to me, Wang. Yeah, but you're a cop. You're paid to find things to be suspicious about. There we are, and I'm damned good at it. Hey, look who it is. Detective McNo partner. McKing, you know about the black market? Of course I do. All the cool cats at Twin Lakes do. I'm surprised to find out you didn't. This is illegal, right? That's why it's called the black market. God, you're such a dork for the law. You should marry the law. Marry and have little legal babies. What are you doing here? Best cookies in the city are down there to the right. So good, there's always a queue for them. Unless you're a badass cop who confiscates nerds' cookies. Har har har. Before you even think about asking, no, I'm not sharing. Get your own. You probably love queues. You're gonna marry the law and have an affair with a queue? That's how boring you are. And lastly, fuck off. I have a partner. I just don't know where he is. The Rocks and me are gonna find him, and then you're looking pretty dumb. I don't know if somebody with hair like that can ever look dumb. He gets it. Not you too, Roxa. Folks. Hey, McQueen? Yeah? I hope you do fine, Dooley. Thanks. Feels less mean bullying two dorks, you know? At the risk of sounding like I'm flirting, do you come here often? Often enough. It's the best place for getting mystical voodoo. And a good job of shutting down everything else. If you find Dooley and get the division back on its feet, then I'm gonna have to come for this place too. You know that, right? Why do you think I didn't tell you about this place? All those babes. To the bazaar. Oh, that's an ominous place. What a sinister looking sign. Organ bucket. Second-hand hands that run like new. Our dedicated necrologists work the graveyard shift to make your needs organically. Oh my god, I'm gonna be late, late, late. Do I care? I do not. I want those cookies and I want them bad. What are all these people queuing for? The sea hag cookies, by the look of it. Sea hag, soggy biscuits, the flavor is in the wetness. You're next, honey. What can I do for you? Oh, hi. I'm not sure. I wish I could buy the lot. Well, I sure as heck ain't gonna stop you. I mean, I wish I could afford to. You have fixed assets, don't you? A car, a house, family, stuff you could sell. I can't sell that stuff. Ask yourself this: does any of that stuff make you feel as good as a delicious, freshly brined biscuits? Gosh, you have me there. Something seems off. Very. No free samples, I'm afraid. Well, y'all are gonna either have to join the queue like all the other idiosyncratic customers. They offer ocean sprayed mints, brine biscuits, caramel and sea salt cookies. That's not terrible. Saline snacks and tsunami s'mores. Well, I'm afraid all those cookies have been pre-ordered. I can take down your details and a massive down payment for the next batch if you'd like. See you later. You're a quiet one. Mama said never talk to a policeman. Bonnie. Mama harbored some institutionalized sexism, I think. Deep down, she meant never talk to the police. Buff hag. What are you looking at? Chump like you can't control where you stooping, don't deserve eyes. Blue hag. Hear that? Next batch is almost ready. Hell yeah. Heck yeah, Malicent. No room for potty mouths under the sea. One more step, bub. I'll play you like an accordion. Right, how about a Game Boy? You want a Game Boy? Hunter. Malik. They do taste magical. Like kissing the girl of your dreams, or riding a roller coaster for the first time, or kissing a roller coaster. Cash register. Hey, hands where I can see him, Johnny Long Pockets. Well, looky see, girls. A bona fide man of the law. What can you do? What can we do you for, detective? Oh, nothing. Just browsing. Browsing is caught for snooping. Now, Malicent. You're the very nice man and his lost friend have the very best of intentions. I'm not lost. Oh, I don't know about that, honey. You look like you need some discipline in your life, some guidance. Why you should consider joining the Sea Hags and giving yourself over to the Deep Mother. The Deep Mother? Oh, she's the metaphorical goddess in all of us. And of course, the very real goddess deep in the ocean, waiting for the sea levels to rise and become the land folks who forsook her. Soon may she rise! Soon may she rise! Soon may she rise! I might pass, thanks. Well, it's both your choice and your loss, honey. I hope you can swim, lady. What, honey? Crystal? This guy wanted me to go to the station onto the actual. Oh, hey, they left. You again. I hope you didn't bring any more screaming children with you to ruin my love life. Knock, knock. Nobody's in there. Away, no stars here. Coffee comes separately from. Ow. Hey, can you give this to Marv for me to get it on the air? Good thing. I'm gonna put this into the inbox basket. You just dropped my tape in the bin. No, that's my filing system. If you look close, you'll see I filed my broken heart in there too after those kids chased the delivery woman away. Where the fuck did she go? The squirrel!
That man, he will no pass on your videotape.
Fuck?
But I will help you.
Where's your handler?
She was not my handler. She was my date. But now I have disposed of her.
I thought her home was a cab fare.
I am the gentle squirrel.
Well, why are you still here? Why do you want to help me?
They humiliate me. They make me count like the performing monkey. I will steal back or vigil and meet you in the ballroom. Vive la resistance!
Oh, yes. Knock, knock. Come in. Acorn cabinet. Thanks, been gathering them for a while now. They're my pride and joy. Keep them locked away in this very secure display that I never open, save to add new acorns. All this. Oh, I've been trying to write a new TV script about a cop who solves spooky crimes, but the main character is so boring. Programming database. I just need to get the ad on there. Got the tape. It's pointing at Marv. Need to distract him. One more frame for that perfect edit. God, cut too soon. Well, how about this acorn, man? 11, 12, 13. This is perfect. Where did you find it? I found it in an attic on a case. Want it? Sure, I'll just unlock my cabinet to put it in right now.
Aha! Now is my time.
You tracked all of us, you little shit! What the? Oh no, Marv, that squirrel. He robbed your acorn collection. I had no idea. Relax, detective. I recognized him the moment he turned up for filming today. What? You don't collect Fabergé acorns and not know who Merle the squirrel is. He's a master squirrel burglar. As soon as I saw him this morning, I just knew he was here for the cursed acorn I had just picked up. I had to act fast. I ran my brother-in-law, shady guy named Pete. I know him. This kid came over with some friends, and while they paused the scene, I slipped her the acorn to get it off site. Damn it, Emily! They met up once she was safely away from here. The dad made the acorn look fake, tried to sell it at the auction house, but I happened to know Merle was casing. So he'd know there was a fake on the scene. Precisely. When you showed up, he took all the fake, locked away acorns and ignored the real one that I had. Bingo. By the time he realizes what happened, it'll be too late. I've gotten this thing away to safety. After all he did, he didn't even put the ad on the TV. Oh, I can put that on for you. Do that for me? We went to school together. Of course I would. Oh, thanks. Also, it's public access. You kinda have to show any crap given to us. Sorry about that again, Marv. It's okay. The things we do for friendship, eh? I once power morphed into a giant robot to get it made out of a jam. What? Anyway, that'll be on the air for you soon. Oh, we got another job done. Back to the IT store. What a weird cake. This is gonna be a super long one. Here. Oh, there I am on TV. Quickly, take this so I can watch myself. How does it work? What is it even? Where can I find the instructions? No idea. It's old tech. Almost old enough to be in a museum of the likes. Now hush, I'm on TV. An indescribable hunk of Soviet technology, whatever it is, it looks sturdy. Off one of those Soviet battle mechs. How about this? My eyesight isn't what it used to be. Come up to the door and show me. Okay, so he does want the Soviet thing. Where am I gonna find the rest of us? Soviet battle mech. Auction. The fixed joy thing. Oop. That'd be a tech? Soviet battle mech. And that's my alarm for the night. I think we might have to out of this one early. There, I get to say. Oh, who sold you the transceiver and what do they want for it? Not saying what kind of black market occult dealer would I be if I read out on every person buying curses, voodoo dolls, or flying cauldrons. As business would crumble, people thought there was no confidentiality. The guy dressed as a builder. A builder. Yeah, I need it anyways. What's it worth? Nothing, I'm confiscating it. Police business. Aha, you can't! Your division was closed down. You don't have the power to take things because they look spooky anymore. I'll be sure to let you know if it goes above the speed limit, though. You hear that? Move in certain circles, I talk to certain people. I'm a connected man. What do I need to do to get it then? I know. Sinister Cackle! I mean, my business is suffering down because of another cookie factory down the road. Put them out of business and the thingy is yours. Duly, detective. I can do. Sorry, your misfortune cookies. A more pessimistic punter that's eaten with a glass of milk that's half empty. Up to your shop. Burned down mysteriously after your visit, but coincidentally before the cops you sent to search the place had arrived. This is pretty random, right? Good riddance, Yang. I want a battle mech. Game Boy. Boy. Honey crystal? Lucky number is tractor. It is also your. Do that for the night. Still there. It's the speakers. I guess you'd need them to edit all this footage. They're actually just fancy yogurt cartons with string. That is pretty good, though. I need a hammer. But I also apparently need to find a battle mech. Oh, I was almost wondering if that was like a Transformers thing. You guys want a battle mech? Boy. I have the tech you want. You got the instructions? No. You want me to guess how it's installed? No deal. How does it work? What is it even? Where can I find the instructions? No idea. It's old tech, almost enough to be in a museum or the likes. Now hush, I'm on TV. I gotta get rid of the cookie people. Yeah. Very lost. Very lost and confused. So I will stop and save here. And we're gonna call it for the night, folks, because I am very stuck, as I said, and we are past time. So I am gonna call and reminder to everybody that stopped by. First of all, thank you. I hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, day, wherever it is in your part of the world. Next stream should be tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to jump back into Breath of Fire 3. One last reminder, we are doing a follower push for affiliate. So we're trying to get to 30 right now. Every little bit helps. So if you liked what you saw and you're catching the VOD, please give me a check out. Check on Twitch at Deuscain. So thank you again, and have a wonderful rest of your night, everyone. Take care.